happen. But yeah, it's a tough gig going in net. But he took the responsibility and he made a good save in the end.
Well, let's have a look how it all came about, how he ended up in goal. Ederson went off at half-time, a precautionary measure, and then Bravo was given a red card. Owen, how did you see it? Was the right decision?
Yeah, I think because he comes out at such speed, he probably, surprises Ilicic. In the end, the contact is so minimal because at the pace at which he comes out, there's a slight contact on Ilic's left trailing foot there on Bravo's head. But I think the pace of it makes it a red card, because he's got nowhere to go, Ilicic, really. And
does he jump into it though?
A little bit, but Bravo makes it easy for the referee to make a decision. I think if he goes a bit slower, it would look more like a dive. But because he comes out so quick, that was brilliant. He did well just to get his body in. The players always hammer the goalkeepers in training about making saves. And then when you have to go in goal, you realise actually how hard it is. And I think he was the only goalkeeper to make a save tonight for Man City. Bravo did make one.
You thought
Ederson did make
we were going to get a goal there, didn't we?
The brilliant thing they did is, after that, the ball never went near Kyle Walker's goal. Atalanta really, they were in control of the second half. They never really got the ball in a position where they could hurt Manchester City. So in the end, once Kyle came on, they did a brilliant job of managing the game.
Yeah, they had to, didn't they? And they did it well. And Michael, if we go back to the first half, it was all going so well for Manchester City. Sterling got the opening goal early on, 7th minute of the game. It was a lovely goal. It was all going so good.
Yeah, they obviously started up like a house on fire. Good intensity. Everyone was pressing. Nice bit of skill there from Jesus to Sterling. And we thought in the first half it could have been, a lot more, but it just shows you the margins in football. Getting the second and the third is so important. City didn't manage to do that today. But I think we have to give a little bit of credit to Atalanta as well, because in the first half there was non-existent, and second half they really took the game to Manchester City.
And City could have gone in at half-time with a bigger lead. Raheem Sterling was actually awarded a penalty just before half-time, but VAR intervened here, Owen, and said it was outside of the box. What did you think?
Yeah, first of all, the ball from De Bruyne is just, it's Kevin De Bruyne. He makes it look perfect every time. And initially, he gives a penalty, the referee. The initial contact just outside the box, and then he continues into the box. They go to VAR. It'll take a minute, 17 seconds. And then they give a free kick, and then an ensuing free kick from Raheem Sterling. It's a handball from Ilicic, who had a pretty eventful evening, didn't he? All things concerned. And that, based on his arm position, which is unnatural, makes himself bigger. They give a penalty. And Gabriel, I love him as a player, but that's
bad effort.
That's a bad pen, yeah. You just wish he would have just hit it with a bit more conviction. And that would have killed the game, because they were so dominant at that point. And really, from that moment on, they never really got back control of the game. Yeah,
it really shook them, didn't it? We saw the referee for that handball go and look at his monitor for the VAR. It all happened, as you said, it was a minute and 17 seconds. It just makes you question again why we're so reluctant in the Premier League to use those on-pitch monitors, because it was a really good use of VAR tonight.
Yeah, it's so frustrating because, the fans go into the game, they want VAR, but they want it to be used in the right way. I think at the moment in the Premier League, it's being used wrongly. The referees are not really making decisions; they're being undermined a little bit. But today it was used a minute, 7 seconds, going over, looking at the decision. Right, was and he got the decision right in the end. So I thought the referee handled the game brilliantly today.
And as you said, Owen, City never recovered. Ederson went off at half-time, and then Atalanta, Boyd, in the second half, got the equaliser.
Well, normally City are just so good in possession, and they didn't really get, Atalanta were more in control of possession in that second half, and this guy, Papu Gomez, is a great player. No pressure on the ball from Otamendi. Somehow De Bruyne and Fernandinho, the only two players in the 6-yard box marking, and that's an issue there defensively, especially if you take that into what's going to happen on Sunday with Liverpool's front three, completely unmarked Pasalic coming from midfield. And they deserve that, really, Atalanta in the second half, because they were the team, as Mika said, they were pushing.
How concerned are you by that defending, though, heading into a game against Liverpool with the attacking players they have?
Yeah, I think the way City play, they're expansive, they always want to attack, but they just got to be a little bit cuter in defence. I think Fernandinho, who's not a natural centre-back, could have done with a little bit more cover from Mendy there. Just help each other out a little bit, just talk to each other a little bit more. it all just seems a little bit of chaos at the back, and then obviously when Bravo comes on as well, he sort of adds to that. But they've got a big game at Liverpool, and if they want to win this game, they've got to take these things real serious.
Yeah, well, 1-1 it finished at San Siro. We're going to take a welcome back. Manchester City missed the opportunity to qualify for the knockout stages of the Champions League tonight after a 1-1 draw against Atalanta. It was a bizarre night which ended with Kyle Walker in goal for City. Let's get some post-match reaction from Pep Guardiola now with Des.
Pep, you came through some very difficult challenges this evening. Is that how you see it?
All the season for the injuries, for the problems that we have. So, but yeah, we in this competition, you know that you have your chances, your moments, and when you have your moments, you have to take it. If you don't, because the opponents always have their moments. But in the problems that we had, and we make an incredible, good first half, because I know exactly. If you don't ask the Italian teams how difficult it is playing against Atalanta. So the first half we were outstanding in all senses, and the second half we suffered a lot. But and after that, the last 10-15 minutes, we had the situation they had with the new keeper that we have in the squad. So it was difficult.
You can't plan for that kind of thing. 3 goalkeepers in one game, can you?
No.
And in terms of Ederson's injury, is that going to be a serious issue for the weekend?
I don't know. Right now, I don't know.
In terms of the match itself, did it turn on that penalty miss? Did you give Atalanta that encouragement by missing your chances?
Definitely. Football is emotion. And the last minute of the first half, we scored the second goal. But the second half, we didn't do the right way, we had done in the first half, because we didn't read exactly what we should do. But it's normal. So sometimes it happened. But then the fact we were consistent, we were... in terms of we concede one of the teams that more score in the Italian. We concede the goal, the free kick from Marinowski with Kyle in the goal. In the first minute, one crossed the second post, it was out of the net. So it was few. In one of the teams they create more, and we were in good behavior, and yeah, good result. It's perfect result away. So 1 more point. We need 1 more point to
on to the Liverpool game this weekend.
No, none. Yeah, of course. But now it's dinner here in Milan and rest. And tomorrow we're going to try to do the best regeneration as possible. And after we're going to come back to Manchester. And when we landed in Manchester, we're going to start to think about next game in the Premier League.
Enjoy your dinner. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pep Guardiola saying he doesn't know whether Ederson will be okay for the Liverpool game on Sunday. Claudio Bravo came on at a half-time. They said it was a precautionary measure, a minor injury. We're not quite sure exactly how bad it is, but how big an impact will that have on the game, Owen? How different does City play when it's Bravo on goal instead of Ederson?
Well, forget even Bravo's performance in the game. Ederson and Bravo, the difference between the two is staggering. And then obviously, taking into account Bravo's come on, he's almost tried to show that he's a really good goalkeeper, and he just comes out when there's just no real need there, and it's such a big blow. And the thing was, in the first half, he was spraying passes all over the place, Ederson. Brilliant. He's passing into midfield. That is just, maybe just tweak something, or don't know, but it's a huge blow if he misses any form of time, Ederson. It really is.
He's started their last 49 Premier League games. He hasn't missed one since May 2018. It shows just how important it needs to come for them.
Yeah, he's a key part for not just Man City, Brazil as well. He's their rock at the back. The way City plays, they're going to leave spaces in behind. But if you look at the amount of saves he makes throughout the game as well, is amazing. And to be going to the biggest game of the season without him, it's not nice to see. Hopefully the injury is not as bad as we think, but Pep didn't say he would be available, so I'm guessing he won't be available for the game, which is a massive blow.
And if they were watching that performance tonight, Liverpool probably won't be concerned, do you think?
Oh no, they'll be concerned. But the Anfield's a fortress, and with that front three and the defence, and Van Dijk, Fabinho in front, Alisson, obviously I think Liverpool will be confident, but never underestimate this Manchester City team. They're too good, but obviously it just seemed that Pep's right. This season they've had so many issues kind of mounting up. And that today, as you say, could never anticipate. Two goalkeepers and a right back playing in goal. It's remarkable.
They haven't won a game at Anfield in all competitions in 18 matches, Manchester City. If they do lose, they'll be 9 points behind in the table. If they lose it, can you see a way back for them into the title race?
Well, having played for City myself, it's a never die attitude. So even if there was to go 9 points behind, you know, it's a long season. You know, the league's not going to be won at the weekend, but it is a massive, massive blow psychologically if a team goes 9 points clear. And if you look at some of Liverpool's results, they seem to be getting the rub of the green, you know, at Sheffield United when Anderson made a mistake, and then the scoring, you know, last minute winners and stuff like that. So the look seems to be with Liverpool at the moment, but I wouldn't write City off, never.
Okay, it's all set up to be a brilliant battle. Thank you very much, Micah and Owen, for joining me. So Manchester City will have to wait till the next match